So this morning, I'm going to start off with a few basics with Miss Penny. See how her leash skills are and start working on her being able to refocus and follow. I'll also start developing basic sit, stay, and release commands, and mostly just giving her praise for focusing and following with us. All right, Penny, come. Good girl. So part of it is going to be getting her used to new things. She is a little skittish. We want to give her, good girl, we want to give her plenty of time to get comfortable with everything. She was a little unsure when I was setting up the cones and such, so yes, good girl. And all I'm doing here is just building up a positive association with her getting up on the mat. Good girl, and sit. Perfect job. Just gonna build a positive association with this so that way when we're out practicing sit stays, she'll have something comfortable off the floor to be on, as well as a familiar target to hit when we're in different new locations like the dog park or trails. We'll do the recall and place exercises also without it, but especially when working outside in the heat, it'll help to have something up and off the ground, so that way she's not too uncomfortable. Good girl. Also, having a physical location to stand on that's actually separated from the ground can really help with creating like a little bit of a barrier. Good girl. Good sit. Penny, come. Yes, very good. Good girl. So that was good there. We just had her get on there and wait for a bit. Moved a little farther away and then asked her to come back. Especially with puppies, I'm gonna give her little breaks here and there. Good girl. Next one is gonna be, yes, very good. Getting her used to paying attention to me and then just rewarding it, right? So we come across a little bit of an obstacle there. She looks to me on what to do. And then I just guide her around it. She's a little distracted by the neighbors washing the car. That's okay. This will give us the next opportunity here. Teach her a little bit of leash pressure. Yes, good girl, right? All I want to do is start pulling in the general direction of where I'm going to be going. And then as soon as she acknowledges, I release that pressure. Right? It's the same thing here. Yes, good girl. Okay. Right now, we're not going to be forcing anything. Good girl. But I'm mostly just concentrating on her redirecting her focus back to me and rewarding that. Give her a minute to finish up this treat. Okay. She's gonna be a little bit distracted here by the ground. Good girl. And then when she refocuses, this time I'm gonna let her know. Yes, very good. Trying to get her into the good habit of starting when I start and stopping when I stop. Just doing kind of a general overview of a lot of things that we'll be going over. So much of this we'll be touching on again as we work through it in more detail. But for now, just getting her kind of warmed up to everything. Good girl. Place. All the way up. All the way up. You got it. Yes, good girl. Sit. Good, sit. Good. Wait. Okay, come. Yes, good girl. There you go. Good. And you can see there a little bit of pause before she actually releases herself, even after I release her. Yes, good girl. So it's just something that she's gonna want to get used to. A lot of times, especially with puppies, we want them to teach them to sit and stay. And the staying part is really difficult because they don't know what they're staying for. Good girl. Whereas if we give them something to focus on, which is waiting for that release, come. Good girl. It makes them a little bit less antsy. Yes. Good job. This way. Good. I'm going to try to use the leash as little as possible and just reward for focus. Very good. Yes. Place. Perfect. Good girl. She is a very quick learner, so I think this will go well. And the cup. Yes, good girl. Penny, come. Yes, good job. All right. Wait. Good girl. I'll see if we can get her to step over. Penny, come. Yes, good girl. Oh, she's gonna be doing agility in no time. Wait. Good girl, wait. Penny, come. Oh, it's okay, you got it. Good girl. Might have to give her a little bit more running space next time. So having her wait a little bit behind the bar as opposed to right next to it. She's doing good though. Exercises like this are really good, nice short warm-ups usually for the rest of the day, as we'll be going over most of these basic commands. And you want to try to, especially with puppies, but in general, keep it kind of short, kind of fun, right? Come. Good girl. Right? Wait. Good. Ready? Penny, come. Oh, good girl. Good job. Right? So when we have her focused, we don't really have to worry too much about the leash. And then when she's also responding nicely like that, we just trust her enough to execute. Place. Almost. Yes, good girl. Good job. Wait. Getting distracted by the runner there. Penny, come. Yes, good girl. Right, so instead of just applying leash pressure there to make her refocus, I just kind of waited, gave a little bit of patience, let her work through it, and then rewarded her. You can give her a little bit of a break now. Break. Good girl. And this will be important too, is giving her plenty of free time in between having to focus and follow, because we want her to get used to eventually the idea of her maintaining focus when we're asking for it, and then being free when we let her know that she's free to kind of walk around, smell, explore, all of that good stuff. Good girl. Good job. So usually try to do this in the early mornings and late evenings, usually a round or two right before bed, and then also sometimes midday at lunch. It's going to be pretty hot out today, so we'll probably just do some exercises inside, and then on another episode, after she gets some more practice, I'll show you how we do the same exact thing without any of the equipment and gear. Good girl, Miss Penny. Okay, free.